Very good news, very good news. The imposed deadline to get all Americans out of Afghanistan by the Taliban. Oh, I'm sorry, it was negotiated with the Biden administration. Of August 31st, it looks like it's 100% going to happen. You definitely can't tell by that sarcastic tone that that isn't in fact the case anymore, because within hours of this being released, it's already been contradicted by Biden himself. Anyways, President Joe Biden said during a press conference on Tuesday that the United States is on pace to complete the Afghanistan evacuation mission by the August 31st deadline, as long as the Taliban continues to cooperate. That's a big fucking if. Somebody might as well ring up Sir Mix-a-Lot, because there's a big old butt coming. We are currently on pace to finish by August 31st. The sooner we finish, the better, because I don't like dealing with them beardy folks. Each day of operations brings added risk to our troops, but the completion by August 31st depends upon the Taliban. Again, he's supposed to be the guy who's, the buck stops with me, because he can't ever think of a fucking original catchphrase for himself. But he's supposed to be the guy taking responsibility for all this stuff. But, we gotta agree with the Taliban on what they're gonna do. Otherwise, if they change it, I don't know. I'm just gonna throw my hands up in the air and there's nothing we can do. God, 81 million people voted for this, huh? Sure. Yeah, but it depends on the Taliban continuing to cooperate and allow access to the airport for those who are transporting out. They aren't. People are getting shot outside that fucking airport. What do you think is going on? God, you don't even fucking know. Biden said he is asking for asking his team for contingency plans. Yeah, that's where the narrative just begins to fucking crumble. Biden asked for contingency plans to extend Afghanistan withdrawal in stunning reversal. So, we're on track, but we're gonna need contingency plans. Jesus fucking Christ, shouldn't you have been thinking of contingency plans when you started to take people out that ended up with the first domino falling with this entire cavalcade of a disaster that is happening in the Middle East? God, you're stupid. So fucking stupid. President Joe Biden announced that he has asked defense officials to put together contingency plans for keeping American forces on the ground in Afghanistan beyond the end of the month, despite claiming earlier Tuesday, literally in the same fucking speech, that the White House would abide by the Taliban's red line of a full withdrawal by August 31st. And the Taliban's response to all of this stuff? Get your shit out, otherwise it's going to get fucking scary. Biden said Tuesday that the completion of the U.S. forces evacuation operation in Kabul's international airport by the end of the month depends on the Taliban continuing to cooperate. Again, just not taking responsibility. He's such a fucking loser. Biden said Tuesday, as he delivered remarks to the latest update on the ongoing chaos of the brief remarks from the Roosevelt Room at the White House. Again, no press was there, and he didn't have to answer any questions. And even if anybody did ask questions, here's his go-to move. Bye! See ya! Don't need to care! He's such a great leader, guys. Like, honestly, all of those years in public office has really set him up for this point in time. The first of 5 in which he devoted to his domestic agenda. Yeah, that $3.2 trillion budget just got passed through the House, and now it's going to be up there in the Senate just hanging out for a while. The president insisted that the U.S. and its allies are currently on pace to finish evacuation. Who fucking knows? The sooner we can finish, the better, man. Each day of operations brings added risk to our troops, and he cited the threat to of an attack by an ISIS affiliate in Afghanistan known as ISIS-K. So ISIS is back, K? Or ISIS Kabul, like what does the K stand for? Your K-shaped economic recovery, you fucking dolt. Yeah, no, instead of actually getting Americans, because they're getting people, okay? They're getting a boatload of people. They're just not all Americans. They're not even proportionately Americans. It's just, hey, if you guys want to hop on the plane, just try to find a seat and then we'll just take off and we'll just come back for Americans. What's that? You actually scheduled a flight to get out of here? Yeah, we're just going to have to get you to go through processing once again. Make sure you have your papers. Have you got the jab? All of those fucking retarded questions, because this dude has no fucking idea what's going on. Case in point, they're taking out the troops now, instead of them being the final ones to hop on there. You know, the guys who can actually ensure that the safety of the airport is there. Are they doing a good job? No, because the leadership is fucked beyond belief. The United States military is continuing to draw down its forces from Afghanistan ahead of the August 31st, 2021 deadline, according to defense officials on Tuesday. Good fucking job. God, you guys are doing this fucking backwards, but we have a plan, and we're going to need contingency plans. Defense officials confirmed to Breitbart News that the Pentagon has withdrawn some troops from Afghanistan who were scheduled to be withdrawn by President Joe Biden's deadline of August 31st, but said the units were surged in the region to assist in the evacuation are still in the country as of now. So you sent over 6,000 and they're still there? Maybe. Who knows? What about Britain sending in paratroopers? What about Germans sending in evacuation aircrafts? But no, you're worried about taking out the troops right now while people are still there, still fucking stranded. In recent days, Biden administration officials have been reluctant to give the number of Americans still left in the country because they honestly, really, they don't fucking know. They don't have any answers. They don't know what the fuck is going on. They've also been reluctant to say with any specificity how many Americans have been evacuated. Again, yeah, because, you see the pictures of all of those people in those C-17 cargo ships. Oh yeah, there's a lot of people there. Can you necessarily tell by just a photograph how many of those people are Americans? How many of those people are American affiliated? Because you could at least understand with the tyrannical, just absolutely barbaric rule that the Taliban is bringing in. Anybody who is affiliated with the Americans, oh buddy, I wouldn't even bother thinking about any sort of the horrific torture that they're going to be going through. So snatching them up and bringing them back, that totally makes sense. But you take a look at the people there. Can you really think that they were all working with the United States during the past 20 years? I don't fucking know. I don't necessarily think so. Are there going to be some covert agents that come across that take advantage of the system? It's happened every other fucking time. It's not necessarily specific to the Americans. No, it happens every fucking time some kind of mass evacuation effort happens by some fucking idiotic government entity. And, well, you can't find them more idiotic than one that's led by just an absolute buffoon. And this is the most words escape me to describe how stupid this fucking is. Democratic National Committee declares victory for Biden in Afghanistan. What the did they roll out, did they just call up the RNC and ask if they still have that Bush mission accomplished banner from 2004? Do they still have that? This is legitimately on par with Disney. Follow me on this one. Purposefully casting, say a couple of months ago, Snow White casting some fucking half Colombian bitch to play Snow fucking White. Did they just want to get outrage eyes on this one? Because that's the only thing that would possibly make sense. Because under no conceivable metric is this any sort of a fucking success. This is a tail between your legs moment that you're just supposed to be. At least you should be. If this was a normal stretch in time, but this is 2021 after all. This would be a mitigate your losses, try to do some damage control, not throw yourself a fucking celebratory press release telling you how good you've done negotiating with terrorists. Let's get through this. The Democratic National Committee issued a press release on Tuesday praising Joe Biden for his actions in Afghanistan, noting that tens of thousands have been evacuated in recent days without any reported U.S. casualties. Really? How about outside the airport? How about 12 people being confirmed dead? How about that? No? Okay. You don't need to worry about those. They were probably Trump supporters anyways. The press release issued by the DNC's so-called war room, they can't even see, fucking left can't meme for shit, in a reprinted below in full, which the original title is emphasized. President Biden defies expectations again, delivers results in Afghanistan. Oh my God. Oh my God, this is just purely propaganda. I can't believe this. President Biden has defied expectations and exceeded even his own administration's goal in successfully ramping up evacuations in Afghanistan. Remember, no numbers have actually been released except for this fucking little screed of just absolute fucking fiction. Not only has President Biden evacuated nearly 60,000 people from Kabul with no American casualties, but he has taken steps necessary to finally ending a 20-year-long war. Oh my God. Oh, this is painful. Okay. All right. Bring Americans home and keep our promise to our Afghan partners. Despite initial doubts on President Biden's leadership and ability to evacuate 50,000 people from Afghanistan in 2 weeks, the DNC, quoting CNN, is fucking so obvious. And we live in clown world. There's no two ways about it. CNN's Kate Sullivan, CNN's Clarissa Ward in Kabul. I'm sitting here with 12 hours in an airport, 8 hours on the airfield, and I haven't seen a single U.S. plane take off. How on earth are you going to evacuate 50,000 people in the next 2 weeks? It can't happen. Oh, well, yeah, we definitely evacuated 50,000 people. Don't worry about it. Don't check any of the fucking receipts. It continues to go on, and they are just fucking lying. We have no officially released fucking data. They haven't said anything. They just continue to deflect and then just tell you, oh, infrastructure, oh, vaccine passports, oh, everybody should get the jab. There's no fucking coherent messages, but what can you expect coming from that old age home that doubles as the Oval Office right now? And this is what you fucking get. Biden's approval rating down to its lowest levels yet. And it's fucking abysmal, I'll tell you what. President Biden is facing severe backlash due to his failed exit from Afghanistan. No, it's not failed, right? It's a roaring success, according to the DNC. Unfucking believable. According to the USA Today, so you know what, their unbiased source, sure. Biden's approval rating has sunk to 41%. 41%. I don't even think Trump in his darkest fucking days hit 41%. That's impressively poor. Up until last week, most polls showed the president sitting above 50%. Yeah, up until last week when the shit fucking hit the fan. And everybody started to come around to this. They're gonna drag him kicking and screaming just over the midterm line, you fucking bet. I used to be optimistic for the midterms, okay? Things would start to turn around, but I can already see the narrative shifting. And if you think that this fucking 7-month stretch has been wild, oh, buddy, is the stretch between 2022 and 2024 just gonna be a complete and utter fucking shit show? Live in a hillbilly neighborhood. Biden has taken hit beyond overall approval ratings. While he still has an 87% of Democrats supporting him, you guys should just fucking collectively jump off a bridge, honestly. How can you still support this? This is horrific on every single fucking front. Only 32% of independents say that he is doing a good job. You see the discrepancy? You see how fucking polluted these people's minds are? Enough being fucking nice, okay? If you still support him, if 87% of people still fucking support him in the Democratic Party, you motherfuckers are lost. This poll was taken Thursday through Monday as the nation and the world witnessed the shocking images of the Taliban taking Kabul, Afghanistan. Only 26% of Americans approve of Biden's handling of Afghanistan, and his numbers on domestic issues are not much higher, with 39 fucking percent of people saying he's handling the economy well. I would love to talk to those 39% of people who think that he's doing a good job on the fucking economy, because clearly they aren't using any of the traditional markers of a good, healthy economy. But hey, at least there's no mean tweets, right? Today, President Biden's overall approval has taken a turn for the worse. The fucking drizzling shits, if we're being fucking honest, due to his awful job performance rating on Afghanistan, said David Paleogos, director of Suffolk Political Research Center. His approval on immigration and the economy are also upside down. Yeah, again, we haven't even spoke about the fucking southern border for a minute, mostly because, yeah, it's just business as usual. People keep fucking flooding through. But hey, if they decide that they want to come over from the fucking southern tip of Florida, don't worry, they'll be turning motherfuckers back on those fucking rubber rafts as fast as humanly possible. Meanwhile, just telling people, oh yeah, if you want to come through the southern border, don't worry about it. We'll just go ahead and we'll hook you up on one of those fucking planes and send you to the middle of the country. I'm getting so sick of all of this fucking shit. Why do you think I started up the other channel? So I can be at least happy on something I'm covering. Biden's initial call to exit Afghanistan was approved by 53% of Americans. Yeah, because we all thought that he had a plan. Trump initiated all the shit. He had a plan, and then Biden took the reins and went, yeah, fuck your plan. Somebody else would have done it because he mostly would have just drilled on it and wouldn't understand it because the font's too small, man. But a whopping 62% disapproved of how his administration handled the departure. He's going to take a fucking shit kicking, okay? And this is why I think 2022 is going to be such a goddamn disaster, because you know what? Yeah, the Republicans more than likely are going to take back the House. They are going to take back the Senate, barring anything fucking bonkers happening. And especially when you start to get really good candidates, really aggressive candidates like this, they're going to go into fucking overdrive, okay? They're not going to be able to push any of their fucking policies that they think they can, okay? They already had, a bunch bunch of turncoats in there like a fucking bought and paid for Kirsten Sinema. Don't fucking buy her line of shit anyways. I've been telling you guys about that for a long time, and other people have been talking about it as well. And Joe Manchin's so fucking stupid, he just likes the limelight for a minute, but as soon as Chuck Schumer decides he's gonna fucking knock on his office door, he just falls right in line. Don't buy anything that motherfucker has to sell. And yeah, as soon as they lose that little fucking quasi-majority that they have in the Senate, and that they lose their, what, are they sitting on about a dozen seats in the House? As soon as they do that, then it just starts to go into fucking overdrive because, oh, we weren't allowed to put in all of our policies. Oh, the Republicans are taking over, all of these mean weirdos. All of a sudden, it's going to be the big bad Republicans that are in there. We need to fight back against them. They're just going to start riling everybody up again. Because guess what? Orange Man's going to be coming out of his fucking sleep chamber in Mar-a-Lago, and it's going to be kicking into fucking overdrive. It's going to get nuts. Let's just cover this Herschel Walker announcement here real quick because, hey, I like it. I've been saying it since it was floating around out there. He's going to take that spot from the old wife beater Raphael Warnock, and good old Vernon Jones is going to kick out stupid Brian Kemp because that motherfucker's been going nuts lately with some really dumb stuff. Oh, we want a whole bunch of Afghanistan refugees. Go fuck yourself. Not your responsibility, dumbass. Former football star Herschel Walker filed paperwork Tuesday to run for the U.S. Senate in Georgia. So he just filed the paperwork right now, so... yeah, guess what? It's all a formality at this point. Within the next couple of days, hell, maybe with even the next couple of hours during the interim, he's going to be making his announcement, setting him up for a potential challenge next year against Senator Raphael Warnock in the contentious battleground state. Walker, a University of Georgia football legend who went on to play in the NFL for more than a decade. More importantly, his connection with the USFL when he went to go play for, what was New York team's name? Was it the Generals way back in the cut? Back with Jim Kelly and Steve Young up there. That was Trump's team, Trump's league and everything. So they have like a really deep connection. He played for them for a minute. Then, yes, he went to Dallas. And then he ended up getting traded for the huge fucking haul that ended up turning Dallas into a dynasty. And Herschel Walker eventually just, turned into that incredibly cut 50-year-old who ended up knocking people out in strike force. But hey, that's what we need up there. We need actually not fucking politicians at this time. We need real fucking fighters. Enough with these motherfuckers talking out of both sides of their mouth. We just need straightforward people. But back to this to just round it out. On Monday, a report from the Atlanta Journal-Constitution that Walker had just registered to vote in the Peach State under an address in the Buckhead, not the guitarist, neighborhood of Atlanta, provided a strong indicator that he may be preparing to launch his campaign. Federal Election Commission records confirmed Tuesday that the former football great had indeed formally filed his bid for office, although former President Trump has not officially endorsed Walker because he hasn't run yet or said that he's going to. Trump wrote in a statement in March, "Wouldn't it be fantastic if legendary Herschel Walker ran for United States Senate in Georgia? He would be unstoppable, just like he was when he played for the Georgia Bulldogs and in the NFL. He's also a great person. Run, Herschel, run." I'm sure some of those mongoloids in the fucking media will be like, oh, he's telling a black person what to do. Or actually, they won't care. They'll just call him an Uncle Tom or whatever other fucking racist shit they can pull out of their fucking ass. Hopefully he beats that motherfucker like he does in this upcoming midterm election. Hopefully Warnock gets beat like one of his wives. Because all you can do with this type of stuff here, all this political garbage, you just hope people who have the best intention for the country, the best intention when it comes to freedom, get elected to stop this fucking horseshit. Because there's only so much more people can fucking take. At least people like myself. At least people like yourself. But there's more insanity out there. This was just Afghanistan. This is all the fucking spin that they're putting on this stuff. You think the fucking coof's getting any better? Unfortunately, it isn't. And we got to talk about that. And I thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.